All right, all right. So you gonna play with us on the server? Oh, I wonder how that works. I guess if he's doing a server, everything stays on the server. That way everybody can jump in and jump out whenever. If that's how it works, I don't know. Server just stays the game world just stays up and running. Oh, then that'll be really sweet because then we'll have bases and oh, I'm gonna talk, dude. I'm already gonna talk Raven into like. To be honest, I wonder how it works. Like, I see. Here's the thing. Like, if you can have, it could be PvP all the time. Granted, it would be like probably easy to sit back and like snipe, but like, you could have the turrets and everything running your base. It could work, even if you weren't on. I think it could work.
Trader Rick is open for business.
All right, let me get back into this because forget what I was doing here. We'll see. We'll see. I'll talk him into some shit. See if we can get the honor system. Well, we could do like weekend raids, or we could do it where like PvP during, so build up during the week and then maybe like a PvP against each other. Because what's cool, Trigger, is you can set, so like, hold on, let me show you. Let me put this down. Alright, so, no, that's not down. Is it down? There we go. So like for these, okay, for the turrets, you can actually go in, and if you look at like up here, you can set it target self, target allies, target strangers, and target zombies. So you can set it up to target zombies and strangers. You could essentially set your base up and like with motion cameras and all the traps and all the good stuff, so that people couldn't come in and screw with your stuff. I know he wants to do trading. I mean, trading's kind of like could work. I mean, the game is so like you get everything you need. It's not really that hard. I'll have to go help him with through the settings of how we like should have it set up. But I mean, I really think like, dude, the PvP aspect of it would be really cool. And we could always go and do like bases don't get touched during, you know, the weekend and or like the weekdays, and then like on weekends it's fair game. That would be fun. Because I'll be honest, I think there's more to be enjoyed here if we play PvP than together. I think playing against each other, not that we always have to play against each other, but I think playing against each other would just make for just a more well-rounded time. I think there's more to do that way. Treat it like a shooter and stuff. So hold on. I need to go. So this is what I built. Built my fancy gyrocopter. This thing's pretty difficult to fly. So let's go to the wasteland. I haven't been to the wasteland. The most dangerous game. I wonder, can I pull up the map while I'm flying high? Oh, I'm just gonna sink like a stone if I don't. I think if I go high enough, I'll be okay. I want to find where the wasteland is. I haven't been to the wasteland yet, so let's go up. Let's make sure we're up, 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 up. Alright, let's see if I get the map pulled up before I start sinking like a stone. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I stalled. I like super stalled. Alright, I guess we can't do that. See, the only bummer is I can't, like... I don't know why it's got a car horn. See if we can go find some... Well, it's not that it's a poor render distance, it's a fog. Like, what you're seeing right now is not because it's render distance. It's strictly just the fog that's rolled in. Oh, no wonder why I have, like... I mean, there's still, like... There is a render distance, but it's... What you're seeing right now is the fog. The fog effect. Oh, I'm on top of the world. Look at that. I just got a trophy. Or you didn't see that in the stream. No. I'm trying to find the wasteland, and I don't know where the wasteland is. No, this is the desert. But it might be past this, I'm not sure. I can't go too far because then I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to fuel up. I probably should have brought some fuel with me. Now see, this is the corner. I don't think it's in this corner. I'll be honest, I think it's this way. You know what? We'll go down just so we can loot a little bit. Get some gas. Oh, we're coming in hot, boys. Oh. Coming in hot. This thing ain't easy to drive. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh my gosh. He just comes falling out of the closet. I keep forgetting to hold the button down. Oh my god. So he's a radiated zombie. They're the stronger ones in this version of the game. So when 2.0 comes out on the 30th, they will have new I don't know if they're called radiated zombies. These ones are radiated zombies. But there are two more, and they're going to be blue and like orange or red. And they're charged up and infernal zombies. So ones will have better block damage against like the, buildings and walls and your base and all that good stuff. And then the other ones, the blue ones, charged up ones, are like immune to electricity and they're faster. So I really wasn't crazy about it at first because I liked the way that the zombies look. I thought it was a little unnecessary, but see if we can find some goodies in this toilet. Oh, there's a lot of enemy variety in this game for sure. And then they, not only did they add like those different, colored zombies that bring a little bit more to the table. For this biome, this desert biome, they're adding the plague spitter. Which is a zombie that's like wrapped in like cloth, and that they spit out a bunch of flies. And then for the frost biome, they have like a yeti or a snow, I think it's a yeti. And the frost claw, and he's like a big giant. Yeah, the bubonic plague. Oh yeah. Look, what is she doing over here? Oh God, where are they breaking through from? I don't think there's much gas around these parts. I mean, there is dismemberment. Dismemberment. There's a lot of blood. It's here and there. I didn't want to shoot that. Oops. That was a mistake. Yep, that's what's throwing me off, I think, in whatchamacallit. But don't get like if you get this, I'm making it look all fun with the guns. So, I mean, you got to make your own ammo in this, and I'm kind of wasting my ammo right now, but it takes quite a while to get a good stock of ammo going. Oh, I'm Doug. Why am I Doug? So we'll go back to the base. It takes a minute to understand, like, so on console, square is this is the yaw, right? So the square messes with the yaw to go up, and the X button makes the nose go down. You can stall, and then like it's not just like if you go, you really got to be careful with it because you're not. It's not like it's more like a realistic approach to it, where versus it being like, oh, I could just fly however I want. So you got to be really careful. And then obviously, well, I have it. So there's two different ways. When you change the camera, I can have it set to where it spins it. And then if I switch the camera like I do on most vehicles so I can control the camera, it controls it a little bit differently. And it's the same way with the vehicles, where it has two modes. It's got more like a tanky control if you don't switch the camera. And then when I switch the camera, it gives me a little bit better control of my vehicle. So yeah, and if you nosedive, you will gain quite a bit of speed. So it's really hard. And then the funny part is trying to land on my, look at that, trying to land on my helipad there isn't the easiest thing to do in the world. It is not easy at all. No, I'm gonna crash. It's hard. It's really hard. What's going on, Raven? So I'm just gonna put my gyrocopter in my pocket. It's the easier thing to do. Good morning, good morning. And we actually got quite a bit just from screwing around there, Trigger. Battery quality 5. So I got a bunch of, we were just talking about it before you got on here. I got a bunch of like ideas if you want to do it, like depending on how you want to do it. I thought about some ideas for PvP. I mean, we could, however you want to do it is fine by me at the end of the day. But like we could go and do like PvP on weekends, or like I don't know how deep you got into it, Raven, but like I was showing Trigger, like you could set the base up and think about it. Nobody knows where you're at if we play it that way. We play the long haul where we're playing for like a while. You could set the base up to be protective, because there's things like this, like where you can set the cameras and the turrets to target strangers, allies, zombies. All right, give me a second. But yeah, like, clearly, like, a lot of the guys that are probably going to get into it, like, Kirk hasn't played, Trigger hasn't played. If Trigger gets it, like, obviously you guys are going to want some time to really get into it. So, like, PvPing would be maybe a little too much, like, all the time. But I could see it being viable once you guys get your, like, your feet wet and you know what you're doing and building stuff that's like, I wouldn't even say this is a good base. I would just say that it's like, I mean, it's not, I mean, there's a multitude of things that we could do to like make it either so that you're not destroyed. Because like you could make it to where you got your base annihilated, or you got your items raided, or you got like, I mean, we could play together. Like, there's a lot of things you could do. And then if we didn't know where we were at, like, and see, if we would have like we played on Horse's stream, if we would have played where it was like, okay, we're gonna come back into it and guys are gonna play for like a good amount of time, it wouldn't have been an issue. It would have been something that like, okay, we'll build towards like playing for weeks, or you know what I mean, weeks and weeks on end. Whenever somebody jumps in. How do I join the server chat? You have no choice. You should have read the fine print, yeah. Let's see here. I mean, yeah, but how do I join your... Or am I already in? Are you doing voice chat, or what are you doing here? Alright, give me a quick second. I'm gonna look at something real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, you guys still on? No? Did you leave of boredom? Let's hear you. Let me pull back up. I was gone for a little bit too long. Just a little too long. One watching. Everybody left. Oh, okay. So yeah, like I mean, if that works, I'll have to look into like see if anybody's like some ideas to people who have servers for this and what they do, but I mean, you could play a multitude of ways, especially with how like I said, how the settings of like all this stuff works, of how you can set this to allies, strangers, zombies, build your bases, people could raid. I mean, there's a bunch of ways. A lot of people that haven't played though, like Trigger's gonna have to, if he's gonna get it, he's gonna have to invest some time into it. So obviously, it's not like right off the bat you go crazy because people are gonna have to learn the game. I mean, I don't even think you've put in time, but I don't think you've put in enough time to really fully grasp everything. So.
Thank God it's almost closing time. I've had enough bullshit for one day.
Where is... Oh, okay. Let me put this stuff away. Here.
Trader Rick is now closed, so get off my lawn.
Oh, there it goes there. Yeah, when he gets up, he's taking a bath. I will see to it. Medical, let's drop the blood off. We don't need all these kits. Need those, this. Store some food. Oh, wrong one. The clay away. So, so from watching watching Echo play over the weekend, biome progression is not as crazy as a lot of people were making it out to be. So from how I understand it, excuse me, is that they're going to have loot is going to be relegated to like tiers. So I'm in the forest area right now, so it starts off it's like capped at 40. And so it's capped at 40 here in the forest area. I think the second area is like the burnt forest. That goes up to like 90. And what happens is when you get the badges unlocked for each biome, the loot cap raises. So I think once you've progressed through all of the biomes, I think that essentially raises the loot regardless of which biome you're in. Now, they haven't done testing, so they're not absolutely 100% sure on that. But I don't have a problem with that. I think the progression is fine. It's just not as hard. It's kind of a simple thing where you only have to really do like 7 or 8 like different challenges to get the badge. And then once you get the badge, but that forces you to move around the map. So I'm perfectly fine with that. And the storms, I don't know if you know that the storms are separate from the they're separate from the biome progression. So you can screw around with the storms and all of that. So the way I see it is if everybody's gonna like build their own base, I think at first, yeah, we're all gonna end up being close, and I think it'll work to our advantage. Whoever really starts playing early on, that'll be fine. But we'll probably need to spread out. Nobody's really going to probably want to be right on top of each other. So people are going to build wherever they want to build, and that's fine. I think leaving it just kind of like a every man for themselves would kind of be the way to go. Like if you want to align with somebody, you align with somebody. If not, then you can go after somebody. As long as it, I mean, as long as it's not really like detrimental to somebody long term. I mean, if 5 guys were teaming up on one person destroying their base all the time, that would be kind of I mean, obviously, we're going to have to have a little bit of rules set up, but I think it should be kind of like, kind of every man for themselves, kind of go crazy, and then just, like I said, have maybe if it's popular and all the guys want to play and they're getting on consistently, I think that like a weekend thing would be cool. Or, I mean, there's a lot of ways you could go to do it. I guess we'll see what the consensus says. But a lot of guys are going to want to they're going to want to learn to play the game. I don't think Tristan's played it all. Like I said, I don't think you're as deep as you think you are into the game. There's a lot to it. And then Trigger's got to get used to it. Nick really hasn't put much time into it. There's a lot to really tackle. And especially if you guys want to create bases, run those bases, have stuff up so that, like, because you could fully defend, you could fully have a base set up to where but yeah, here's the thing though, you could definitely set it up to where you could protect the base. I mean, that's why I said like a weekend, maybe a weekend raid thing where like during the weekend nobody does anything, but once the like Friday through Sunday, like everything's fair game. Because like you said, people who don't play are going to be at a disadvantage. They can't really build a lot, and they're going to be behind level wise, and they're going to be behind. I mean, if the consensus says nobody touches bases, you put a land claim block down, and that's the rules. We could also do where like maybe your main base doesn't get touched, but you build a separate like attackable base. You know, there's plenty of ways to go about having like a fair PvP. All I got to do is draw something out. I'll think about it and draw it out, and then we'll see what everybody like. We'll see how many people are going to be serious about playing, and that's the whole thing. Is like how serious is everybody going to be about playing? Like even if it's only a couple hours a day, or maybe an hour every couple days, a couple hours every week, like whatever it is, we'll figure it out and we'll make it so that it's fair for everybody who's involved in the server. That way it's not overkill. Because like you said, I might put in more time than you might be able to get to, or Trigger or anybody else. So we'll keep it fair. We'll keep it within means. And then like I said, weekends when guys got free time, maybe we all hop on and we'll figure it out. So that's the thing, like Kirk, that like that's my idea. Like if you can't be on when everybody else is on, maybe we have like little, so like take this for example. Maybe we make like something like what I'm in right now off limits, but maybe let's say we make something that's like maybe not a huge base, maybe something that's like more the size of like something smaller that you can build and that can be attacked by different players. And maybe we have like I'll think of something and we'll have like a set rules, or we do things on the weekends. That way everybody can have like a fair time, because you're not getting, that's what Raven said, you're not being able to get to put in as much time as somebody else, so you shouldn't be punished for that. I mean, if that's how everybody wants to play, then we'll play it that way. Like if everybody's okay with your base getting possibly getting annihilated, not that that's going to be something that everybody just wants to go and attack my base or your base, you know what I mean? I mean, we'll see what everybody wants to do, but like personally, I'm up for it. Like if I build something and 6 of you guys want to come and destroy something like this, take your chances, and I got turrets everywhere and traps everywhere and you got to go at it, then so be it. But maybe we do it where it's like, hey, you have to give a notice of in advance that you're going to raid at like on this day, or I don't know. You could always set some kind of rules up that way somebody can defend, or I mean, I don't know. Depends how you guys want to go about it, but all right. Let me do something. I'm rambling on here. I'm not really playing. But like, you guys are definitely like people who haven't played. It's gonna take you guys a long time to get to something like this. Like, with all of the things that you have to unlock, it does take a lot of time. So the good thing about the game is that all the stuff that you see, like the wire traps and all this, you might not be able to make this stuff right off the bat, but you can buy it. And I think that if we keep the settings the same, where like block damage is 300%, if you really want, like within an hour, you guys can mine so much like ore and all that other stuff that you can very well pay for traps and things that you couldn't. No, so there's no way to do that. Like, the only downside for Raven is that you probably could if you modded it up, but the problem with that is I don't think I can play with mods on. I don't personally think that he'll have to look into that, because I don't know what the rules are of like console connecting with PC when mods are active and all that other stuff. So I'm not too sure. I think it's going to have to be very basic so that console players can connect. Granted, I'm like one of the only console. It'd be like me and Tristan will be console players. Because I don't think we can do mods. I think that would negate some of the console players. Not that there's many of us, but if you can, I would say if you can get away with it, there are good mods to run though, like the health bar or the food and water bars that they make. Like, if you're able to play with certain things, they would be helpful for players. I think that would be awesome, but I don't know if that conflicts with console being able to jump onto those servers. I don't know. It's something we'll have to look into. Alright, I think I got everything put away. I'm gonna go do a mission. I'm just kind of rambling and moving in circles here. Do I got enough ammo is the question. See, I'm hitting the middle button. I've been playing too much DayZ. But we'll come up with something really good. Like, if everybody's really like serious about playing, I think it could be really good. Even if that means like bases are off, you can't touch them during the weekdays. I think that would give you guys enough time to build up. And even if people come by and try to raid your base, you can always hide your valuables. That gives you incentive to hide your stuff. Who knows? Yeah, I personally don't know how all that works. I don't even know what running the having the server up 24/7 means. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. Right, I get that. Like I said, like, whatever everybody wants to do, whatever everybody's comfortable with, having fun, like, it's the way to do it. Yeah, I don't want to be like the rule maker. I mean, I'm just thinking up of ideas of how it would be fun to play, though. Because, like, if you had, let's say you had no rules at all and everything goes, like, we're not going to have any rules. I mean, if you tried to come to my base and I set this stuff to shoot you guys, it's going to shoot you guys. Like, I mean, that's just the thing. Unless you wanted to play, unless you guys just want to strictly play, whoever plays on the server just playing against the zombies, that's one thing. But, I mean, to me, that's kind of boring, but if everybody's okay with doing that, then that's what we do. So, and at the end of the day, you're the one paying for the server. So, at the end of the day, you know, your rules go. So, all right, let's go do this mission. I don't know if I don't know if I actually. Got the mission from him or not, I don't know. Let's see here.
Come near me again, and I'll cut you.
Nope, I didn't. Right.
If you want a job from me, you better not fuck this up, or I'll cut you goddamn
That's why I
throat.
think we just, like, as very little rules as possible. Maybe just keep the PvPing to, like, a weekend thing. That way, if you guys can only get on once during the weekdays, maybe only put, like, 5-6 hours throughout the week into it. That's enough. Especially once you get the hang of it, because you guys are going to have to spend some time to, like, understand things. And that's the biggest thing, is that people are going to want to have fun right when they get into it. They want to learn the mechanics. And like you said, like, having, like, trading and all that other stuff can be fun. Like, it can be in there. Being able to help other people out and get them motivated or whatever. Bartering goods for services. Right. Yeah, it doesn't got to be full on competitive. Oh, I need the motors. Yeah, I need the motorcycle. I'm not gonna take the. Well, it's not far. I guess I could take it, but I need gas. God, I don't know what I'm doing. I guess we'll take a little bit of gas. Makes sense. I'll take that much. That should get me through. I mean, see, the nice thing about this, Raven, is, like, you can set your base up to be yours and yours alone. That's the great thing about the game, is that, like, you put a land claim block down and look. Well, it's like this. When you have the land claim block down and you shoot, try to break anything, you get that. It's like a notification that you can't do anything. Otherwise, if you don't have that, you just have you run your gauntlet, basically. Like, look, how would you guys, if I had all this stuff set up to where you couldn't get to the front, you couldn't get to the front.
Love you.
Love you. Have a good day.
Thanks.
But yeah, I mean, it could be set up any way that the guys want to. I'm hoping, so, like, we should be getting it the 30th, and I think it will come out the 30th. It's just whether or not certification's going to go through, and crossplay is going to be a thing by the 30th. Even if it doesn't, I would expect it to at least hit within a week or two. Yeah, there's no point to start it out right now. Yeah, because everything's going to be it's not necessarily deleted, Raven. You could always go back to play on it with the current version, but that's only PC. Everybody on console would be screwed. But yeah, you might as well just wait, because you're not going to be able to continue forward with the current 1.4 version on 2.0. So yeah, we start the 30th, and you guys will be fine. Like, hey, even if you guys want to start it and we can't join, I'll start a week late, 2 weeks late. That's not an issue to me. I pretty much figured out every aspect of the game, so it's a non-issue for me. So even if the other guys in the server who are playing get the jump, that's fine, because I know exactly how to get going. Oh yeah, it'd be a blast to get it going today, wouldn't it? But yeah, we might as well wait until the 2.0 update comes out, because that's where all the good, like, performance is supposed to get better. You have all the added textures for the water, well, the drinks and the food. Not all the food has been done, but drinks and food got updates, textures. You got performance has seen a boost, better placement of like the trees. They redid the shaders on the trees, and they did better placement so that you got better performance. Pathing is a little bit better. There's a lot of little changes that they made. The biome progression, the storms, added zombies. Oh, and if he's been like a long time player, I've only been playing for what, I got like over 200 hours in the game, and last week and 2 weeks have been kind of on and off since DayZ. But I think I have a pretty good grasp of the game. And if he's on PC, he's probably rocking fucking... He knows how to fucking play the game really good. It makes a big difference, because you can play... PC players get to play like 64 zombies. That's the only bummer, though. I think that if we set the rules, I think we gotta still tone it down, zombie-wise. Because anything over, like, even with the performance bump that we're gonna get, anybody who's on console is just gonna have a fucking awful fucking time. With any, like, 12 I would say 12 would be the max. I would love to be able to play, like, oh, okay. I would love to be able to play more than 12 zombies and a horde night. I don't even know how that would work. Like, if let's say 10 of us were on it on like maybe a Friday or a Saturday, 10 to 15 of us were playing on a Friday or a Saturday. I'm curious how the zombie fucking spawns would slow the game down. That's going to be a huge factor in how everything works. Oh shit, I'm coming in fucking super hot. Good lord. I mean, 8's not terrible. For console, you can get away with 12 and it's not too bad. Because here's the thing, Raven, like, even if you stop it to 8, when you get later in the game like I'm at, like, look at what I'm at right now. Game stage is at 316. It doesn't matter what you do. You can't stop them from spawn. Like, the screamers will spawn in 20 to 30 zombies on you. And no matter what, depending on how big your base is, you're getting performance problems on console. So the only thing I'm curious about is, like, let's say you're in the desert and I'm in the forest. Like, we're gonna definitely be having issues if we're all grouped together. That's why I think it's imperative that we split apart from the beginning of the game. So I think making like a big map, like a 6,000 to 8,000, like a giant map, is kind of the way to go. That way it gives everybody a lot of room to work with. Otherwise, if we're on top of each other, if we got 10 people, that could be 80 fucking like that. That'll PC won't even be able to handle that. Like, PC has a hard time dealing with like lots of zombies, so so how I have it set right now is every 4 days, but it could possibly be, oh shit, I gotta get back. I don't have time to screw around with this mission right now. I just realized it's a horde night. So as long as it can be tweaked, we don't have any problems, because we can go in and tweak everything. Personally, you can either keep it to 7 days, or like I said, how I've been running it is I've been running it 4 days with the possibility of it happening either on the 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th day. I'm going to change it when I start up my new solo profile to every 5 days, with it being either on the 5th, the 6th, or the 7th day, because I think it works the best that way. 7 days takes way too long. So personally, if you ask me, you make the days last 40 minutes. An hour's way too long. 40-minute per day for 40-minute days, and then I would even extend the nighttime by, what is it, what do I have it extended by, like 2 hours? That makes it so that there's actually 13 minutes of nighttime, and it ends up extending the blood moon by 2 hours. So instead of it getting done at 4 o'clock in the morning, it gets done at 6 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't screw with the traders. The traders open at 4 no matter what. Now on blood moons, they still open at 4, but I don't know if you're allowed to go in there while the blood moon's going on. So I've never tried it. My goddamn fucking helicopter's about to fucking be destroyed if I don't heal it up. So, like, I'll give you, like, the list of how I have, like, my settings. Like, I think 300% block damage is a must. I think, I don't know if it's 200% experience or 300%, but I would say max experience. I think airdrops, I don't play airdrops in my game, but I think they're probably perfect for PvP, because people are going to be going after airdrops, and if you have a good reason, like, airdrops make a perfect PvP scenario. Yeah, everything I've fine-tuned everything for the best play experience, at least in my opinion. And you got to remember, I'm on consoles, so like, I set things down a certain way so that I could get better performance. But for the most part, everything was set so that I could enjoy the game at its peak possibility. Like, I don't know if everybody's gonna like zombies like walk. Like, personally, I think everything should walk. Well, not walk, but zombies walk during the day and then they jog. If you start getting into like the 28 days later where they run, personally, I feel like it takes away from the game. Now, your buddy might disagree with me. He probably plays the game where the zombies run, and he might be the kind of guy who does the if you look into how they build horde bases, there's people build horde bases because it deals with the zombies really good, so you'll have to ask him too. I don't know. I personally, it's gonna like if you play with it at 200%, it's a drag, dude. Like, you're gonna want it at 300%, because here's the thing, like Raven, like if I wanted to, there are money glitches and shit in the game that you're gonna have to tell people that they can't do. There are ways to exploit this game 7 ways to Sunday. So block damage is not... I got it set to 300%. I'm only at level 132. Just to give you an indicator. It just takes out the tedium is all. And I've been playing this game for a long time. That block damage is not going to progress people past the, like... It's not really going to help you as much as you think. Like, just to show you, like... Let's go look at, like, what I've been playing. And, so, like, I got it set at 300%. I knocked down trees. This is all I got out of, like, 300% block damage. 12,000 pieces of wood, or maybe a little bit more. When you look at the amount of fucking, like, ore I have... Soil, you're always going to have a lot of soil, like clay. Rock, you're always going to have a lot of stone. But if you look at, look at the fucking lead. I don't have much lead. I don't have much iron. It's really not that much. You're going to want that block damage up to 300%. Like, it doesn't really push you as far as you think it does. It just cuts the tedium of having to cut everything down and spend days on end just sitting there hacking away at shit. It makes the game more fun. At least in my opinion it does. Yeah, block damage is like the least of your worries. Same thing with like experience points. I'm at 300% now and I'm still... You can go up to level 300 in the game. I'm not even halfway there yet. Alright, I gotta ditch my shit or I'm gonna get fucked up. And that's why, like, if you keep the zombie speed down too, that allows you to run from the zombies during Horde Night, which I think would be helpful. Because if, let's say your base is destroyed, you're gonna die. I still think we should drop everything on death. That way, if we do get into PvP skirmishes, somebody can loot your body and grab your shit. But I'll put like an extensive list of what I think would be fun, and people can yay or nay, and everybody can put in their 2 cents, and you get the ultimate decision. You got the server, you're running the server, so. Alright, let's get rid of all my bullshit. Because if I don't, I'm gonna lose it if I die. Pull that out. Who am I missing? Oh, it's up here. To get that out of my inventory. Oh, I forgot the knife. Thought it looked weird. There we go. But chunk persistence and like respawning loot, you're gonna want to have that as fast as it can go, simply because if we have a lot of people playing, you're gonna want the you're gonna want it to update often, because we're just gonna bleed the fucking resources dry on the map. We don't want to do that. I mean, personally, I think it'll be fun for everybody to play together, like from the get-go, and then we spread out, build bases, and then just play the game. When you happen to come across somebody, you come across somebody, and then on the weekends, play PvP, raid bases or whatever. Maybe have some like modified rules of like, hey, let's play it this way, or let's do this for the weekends and make it interesting. And just got it installed. It took you long enough, Kurt. You've been watching it for a while now. You've been watching me play. I'm surprised you didn't get it sooner. But now it's turned into what he likes. It's turned into kind of like Rust a little bit. The idea of it, hopping on and destroying some guy's base and building and doing all that good stuff's got you interested, doesn't it? But yeah, like if this runs, if it works out well where everybody's playing and is invested in the game and everybody's just getting on it, I could see it being really fun. 15 to 20 people. And that's really what I'm wondering, is how well it will work with everybody building. But we can make, like I said, you can make the map that I'm playing on is, so this map is a 5K map, and look how big it is. This is all the way up into the corner. I haven't done any of this. And this is a 5K map. And I would say probably want to play somewhere in the realm of like a 6K map, maybe a 7. I think 7 would be pushing it. I think 6 would work perfect for us. So there are modifiers. It's the same biomes. They move the point of interests around in the game, and it randomly generates it. So like the map placement is it's usually grouped. People will tell you that you see the if you play the game long enough, you start to notice like groupings are somewhat similar, like POIs and certain things, but overall it like randomly generates it. That's why they do seeds and stuff. And then you can there's modifiers, so you could make it actually be more flat. You could make it have more hills, more bodies of water, less POIs. I mean, I'll have to go into it and show you the settings there. Which is, yeah, that would be what I would expect. Like, give everybody a good amount of time to build bases up so that they at least have something to work with. I mean, the nice thing is like you can get all that stuff. You just have to buy it in the shop, and it would cost you a pretty penny. But as long as no one's cheating either, as long as people are actually playing, that's why I say leave the block damage alone, because all you're gonna do is force people to probably you don't want nobody cheat. There's ways to cheat the system. I think I haven't looked into it, but I do have seen videos out there how to get lots of money really quick. Exploit. I wouldn't say it's cheating. I'd say more exploits. As long as people aren't exploiting the game and they're earning their stuff, I think would be really good. That way everybody's on the same fucking playing field. Nobody's doing exploits, and because I don't like to play like that. And then we could even do whoever gets on the weekends, if we do a PvP thing, we can all I don't know, what's the most valuable resource in the game? Everybody puts in I don't know, 100 shotgun shells or a stack of iron or something, and we, winner takes all, or we do a top 3 or something like that. I think that could be fun. Everybody puts in 300 pistol rounds or 100 buckshots or 5,000 dukes or whatever, and we play for we do stuff like that. I mean, there's so many things you could do. Oh shit. Why am I so slow right now? I'm just trying to survive. And see, that's the thing, if everybody was serious about playing, I could come up with so many different, this is one of those games that kind of feels like it could be an MMO, and if people were playing it, on the regular, and were constantly playing, I totally would fucking be all in it to, go and make some weekend events and make sure we had new different things to do every fucking week. Hell yeah, man, I'd be super into it. Because the idea, I had no idea you could get a server that ran constantly and kept the world running. I thought you really could only fucking have your world while the host was on. I didn't know there could be, dedicated server or whatever, or a paid server, rented server. The idea, that's really sweet. Because initially I thought it was just going to be you're going to make a server and you're going to have to be on every time everybody plays, otherwise they can't access it. But the idea of being able to jump on whenever I want and build, Come back here, man. Come back here. Oh, of course you stopped. I almost ran you over with my feet. Back here, little bastard. But yeah, it'd be really solid. Especially, I know, like Nick's not crazy about it, but I think if you got that many people playing and everybody from the Discord, I think he's more apt to fucking jump in and play it because we communicate a lot. And then like Trigger hasn't played it, but he's like super excited. Look, Kirk just bought it. No, I think if we have everything, like, this is going to be a lot different than when we played last month. Like, I was just upset that it wasn't there. We were, see, I was under the opinion, I was under the impression that we were playing for 6 hours and that we're never going to play the game again because Horse is only going to stream it once. And that we wasted that 6 hours not really doing much of anything. That was the whole, like, why and it wasn't even that big of a deal. I was a little upset about it. The thing that really got me was, like, Reg telling me what I did and didn't do, and then running his mouth. That's really what pissed me. That's what put me out of the server. It wasn't anything you guys did. Like, if I was really pissed at, like, what Nick was doing, which was poking me, I would have let him know. But it didn't have nothing to do with that. It was mainly Reg. That was the whole reason I left the server. I was drunk, pissy, and wasn't really happy how I spent my time that night. But, like, the server, that's different. You got ground rules laid out. As long as it's fair for everybody and everybody's under agreement that that's how we're going to play, and people are going to put in the time to play it and enjoy it, I don't think there will be any problems at all. I can't catch this guy to save my life. I really hope this performance gets better during Horde nights. Oh, your blade traps. Well, you know what's cool is that you can set up, like, so you can set the, they have the automatic garage doors, and I believe you can set that up with security cameras. And, like, let's say you try to cross, like, let's say you made a bridge, and you were trying to cross my bridge, I could have them go off. But the only thing I don't understand is, like, when I leave my base, for whatever reason, my drawbridges go up. So I wonder if, like, that would affect the garage doors, because you can put the garage doors sideways and use them as bridges, and if you tie them to security cameras, you could trigger them when zombies, enemies, or yourself go by them. So there are a lot of unique things that you could end up doing. But yeah, you could build blade traps in the middle of nowhere and catch people off guard and do all kinds of crazy shit, man. An animal in there? Oh no, it's a crawler. And I mean, even if I guess the group wants to like play more PvE than PvP, and they want it to be fair, there's no stopping like me and Kirk from declaring war on each other and just going at it. You know, if two guys want to go back and forth at it, and you come up with that agreement, I don't see anything wrong with that. Anybody in the server wants to, you know, to go at it, that's more than welcome, you know what I mean? As long as everybody agrees on what they're doing. I don't see a problem with something like that. Well, you know what's really cool is like I had the idea where you could build a separate base. Maybe it's not like, maybe we don't raid our main bases, but we have a separate raidable base. What's really cool is that you could have you could always have like so part of this game is when you have the forges and the fires on, the zombies are attracted to that. So like, let's say we built like separate bases that could be totally raided all the time. You have the fire pits on and shit. Players stock their forges and their fireplaces with wood and keep them burning. If you go to try to raid that base, you're gonna have to deal with not only the traps of the base, but the zombies that are drawn to it because maybe a player's forges are running or their fireplaces are running. So it's like, I have a lot of ideas already about how this could actually work if people want it to work that way. Because for me, PvE and playing together is all fine and dandy, but I think the fun in this game would really come down to PvP. I think PvP would be a blast if everybody was just at each other's throats. Like, I get it, you guys want to build and stuff, and maybe, like I said, maybe we just rope it off to where... Oh shit, look at that, look at that, look at that. No, no, no. It won't stay straight. It like knows I'm aiming at it, so it tries to zigzag. And I can't run at all, so damn it. I thought it was the zombie at first. Oh, just stop for 2 seconds. Stop zigzagging. I got it, didn't I? I did now. Oh my god, let me run. Gotcha, bitch. Face down, ass up. Well, at least I got some food out of that. Nice. Oh, but I'm going to be a trader for sure. Like, trading is going to be a thing where we'll play on the honor system and we'll make crates. If you want to buy, like, you want to buy ammo off me, or, like, let's say, let's say someone specializes in just selling, like, purified water. We'll play on the honor system. We can have crates set up. You come up to my crate, you put in, I don't know, I could put the price on the fucking crate. You go in there and you buy your goods. And we do traders that way and stuff, like you said. Yeah, you got Dukes, you got money. Put like, we'll be way cheaper than these traders though. It'd have to be. That's what I'm saying. So like, if you don't want to go and mine like iron, right? And maybe I don't have a problem mining the iron, but let's say Nick doesn't want to go mine that iron. And I'm like, okay, well, what resource do you get while you're playing zombies? While you're out there doing POIs that you get a lot of that I might want to use.
How about I empty your pockets?
And then we trade. Or you get money. Find a way to just give me the money or... Because if you look at this, like... So let's say, like, look. Water will cost you an arm and a leg in here. And that's per water. That's not for the 6. So like for like this, like water is 120 just for one water. And we cut that in half so that we cut these assholes right out of business.
You can always go dumpster diving.
So like he charges 120 per water, I might charge 60 Dukes. So a stack of water might cost you 600 if you don't want to take the time to do your own water, but like maybe you don't like hunting food and... But yeah, trading would work really good. Like I said, if everybody's invested into actually playing, I could see it being really fun. Especially if you got like he said, how many guys do we got? He said he's got a couple buddies. So like right now, we're looking at... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 guys, and I'm sure there's a few more names that I'm not... that I'm not thinking of in the Discord. That it would work out for, like... And I know, like, if Trigger gets into it, he'll be playing, like, a couple times a week. Nick will be playing a couple times a week. I'll be playing quite often. Dan plays pretty often. Tristan will be playing pretty often. I know Raven will get on there pretty often. So, like... I don't know what your like you said, your schedule's a little different, but I think you'll be playing. You'll put time in there, and we'll find a time that we can all play together. Like, it'll work out really good. I think it would. I mean, it's got me excited. Like, if it all works out, as long as we can get performance to stay pretty reasonable. Alright, I'm going to take a quick little break. But I think, I mean, even if it lasts longer than the summer, I mean, this could be a thing that, like, this game's not, like, you're going to find out that it takes quite a while to get acclimated with the controls and then how to play it. Because the first, like, week, I didn't really know what I was doing, so... Alright, yeah, I'll be back in, like, 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna hit the bathroom, get me something to drink, have a smoke, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Have returned.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, let me turn that down. So, man, I was thinking about it, and I mean, there's a lot of ways to go about it. I mean, you guys could do like an underground base, like like I think if we do go ahead and have like PvP just be a regular thing. I mean, there's a multitude of ways to approach this. There really is. And I know you want to keep everything basic, and that's fine. But like, I mean, guys could build underground bases. I mean, you might not even be able to find anything. I could see like booby trapping like your not just your base, but like outward. You could go like, I wouldn't say miles, but you could set up booby traps. There are so many different things that you could do, especially depending on how deep everybody wants to go with the game. And as long as just everybody's playing, dude, I could see it being a blast. With what's here just in the single player, with what you can do alone just playing by yourself, with another 9 guys, 10 guys, 15 guys playing. And I might have a few guys in mind that might want to play. Like the only other guy that I played with online was a really cool dude. He was playing with his brother. He was probably like my age or maybe a little older, and he was really cool. I came into the world. I started off like right at the base level, and that dude hooked me up, man. He was like, he gave me a mini bike. He gave me a bunch of like high-end gear and weapons, and you know, that guy might be interested in joining. And I'm telling you, man, the more people that you got, and he was like, this dude has been putting in some serious time into the game. So like, the more people you got putting serious time that take it seriously, the better the experience will be. And especially if you're paying money to have the servers, I say, like, why not? And I could totally see, like, Trigger really getting into it. I know Nick's not a super fan of the game, but it's not as very heavy survival as he thinks it is. Once you get past, like the early survival stuff, it's really not that bad. It's nothing like DayZ. It's very just relaxed. So, but there's a lot of different ways we could approach this that I think would be really fun. Like, I think he will. Like, he hasn't put much time into the game, and he looks at it like a survival game. To me, this does not feel like a hardcore survival game. Once you get the basic understanding, you really only need to run 3 of these. I haven't even hardly been touching any of the dew collectors. And let's go look at like the amount of water I got. If you put 3 of them out, they will literally gain you water. Look, this is what I got water-wise. And I really haven't been touching it in the last, like, week. Well, that's weird. I don't know why it's, like, popping up. Either that was a new message and that didn't come through on here, or that was, like, a message you posted earlier. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why, like, my PS5's, like, popping up messages you guys wrote, like, 20, 30 minutes ago. It's weird. Loot bag. But yeah, like, Nick looks at it kind of funny, like a survival game, but it really isn't that bad. And I could have swore he said he liked Minecraft, so... I mean, once he gets, like, the understanding of what you have to do, you don't really have to go that crazy with the... Like, once you understand how, like, having 3 of these is about all you need. Having, like, the food, and maybe that's what we do. Maybe we just say, like, food and water are off limits. Like, you can't touch... You can't touch, like, food, water... Like basic survival stuff. Like, I don't know. I'd be game for anything. I think it would just make it that much more interesting, to be honest with you. But like, depending on how people want to play, that, you know, I'm fine with whatever. Totally open to the entire shebang. I mean, like, I do too, like, especially after playing DayZ, survival's fantastic, but this isn't, like, so when I first started, I'd say the first week, it felt really like, wow, I'm not used to this, and I'm like, it felt like kind of a drag having to get, like, the water and food together, but, like, I'm sustaining now because I'm, like, I understand the game, and I think it's more on the fact that I didn't know what I was doing, versus that it was hard to survive. Because it really isn't that hard. It's basically just leveling up fast enough so that you have the ability to make all those things. And then even when you have the ability to make all those things, you have to learn, like, okay, I need these ingredients. Or, like, farming. It took me until the end of this playthrough, getting about 150 hours in, and I was neglecting all of this, which is huge. Like, all these little farm plots, like, this makes a big difference. Like, this is all stuff that I can harvest, which gives me food and seeds so I can replant. They don't all give you seeds, but you got potato plants, and, like, all this added to keeping me alive. So if you farm, and then you're getting what you get, like, when you do your missions and your quests, and then you get your food from harvesting animals that you find, like, it's not that hard. It really is, like, a very, like, maybe 5% of the game. Once you get past and understand how to do all that, it's not even a big deal anymore. Whereas DayZ is like, you really have to keep on your grind to get that food to keep you alive. This, once you start to get to a certain point, you can sustain yourself and not even really have to worry about it. Like I said, I haven't even really dicked with water. They broke both 2 of those dew collectors, and I'm still living off, like, water that I harvested over the course of 2 weeks. And I probably won't run out of that. Even the ammo, like, I've just been spitting rounds and shells at zombies for the last, like, few days, just wasting ammo. And I probably won't run out of it by the time the June 30th update comes. So I still have not figured it out. And the funny thing is I'll have to look it up. I watched a couple streamers because of the 2.0 release. They had early access over the weekend. It was streamer weekend. I seen guys building dew collectors on the roof. So it's totally possible. I just haven't figured out why it won't let me. And that might be because I just don't have, like, so when I put the support in, I put one here all the way up. Maybe it has to be a better support. Maybe I have to have 4 columns. I don't exactly know what the reason behind it was, but there is a way to do it. I just have not figured out how to do it yet. Oh, Kirk, you gotta go on and look at the most common like horde design base. Guys will build like 3 columns, like about, I don't know, 50 meters off the ground or something like that. I would say they build it about as high as like the top of my base is. They'll build 3 straight up columns. They'll make a pit, and they'll make like a ladder system like this going up so that the zombies can climb from like 3 different points. And then when the zombies get to the top, you can build it so that there's a rail and it's thinner than these blocks. So like, let me show you what I learned. Like, we'll do this. So let's grab some blocks. So this is what I learned how to do, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me. But it's basically the same way as painting things. So you go to use the block. Now, everything's square in my base because all I knew how to do was place down a block. Right? That's all I knew how to do. So if you hold for, I don't know what it is on PC, but on console, you hold down the square button and it brings up the radial menu just like it would if you do painting or you try to pick up items or whatever. You can pick shapes, and these are all the shapes. And I can build fucking stairs, which I didn't know I could do, which actually I have to go over here and build these. I actually have to remove these, and then I'm going to build stairs because I didn't realize that I could build stairs right here. So I could build stairs just like that and go right up so I don't have to jump. And I didn't realize I could do that. So, but you can do this. Now I'm not exactly sure how they do this. But like there's all kinds of stuff here. You got your basic. Like there's a lot of stuff that I'm not even, I mean, it's crazy in depth. So guys will build like a pole, like a rail, and the zombies will walk a fine line. And then they put pits down below. And sometimes they straddle the line and they'll walk all the way up to your door or wherever your entrance is. Or they'll fall off. They can fall off in the pit. And then you could set up traps accordingly. But like, yeah, you can set all these different shapes. And let's see if I can find what like they do. Because there's like a crazy amount of like, what in the hell is like it's a pillar, a 1 millimeter 6-way pillar. That's crazy. And I think this might have to do with like this might actually have to do with how I have to build so that the dew collectors can actually sit on a roof. Look at this. You can basically build a connecting pipe pieces. And I think this is kind of how like they build the thing, and the zombies fall off the sides and stuff. But yeah, I figured that out. That's crazy. It's crazy in depth. with the amount of different things here that you can build that I didn't even get into at all. Like when you look at everything that I built, everything was just out of a block because I didn't realize you could build. Well, I did, I just didn't know how to access it. But now that I do, like, you can build cubicles. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. I can build a cross. It's nuts. The amount of different things that I can build in this game. Like, we can go up here. I want to see something. So, like, you can build like, up in the corners and shit. Let's see here. See if we take this away. And then let's mess with the shapes. I think that's what these are for. Oh, that's a tarp. But I'm pretty sure you can build, like, corners. Ooh, let's see here. Like these, I think this is what I'm looking for. Something like this. Not quite that, but let's see here. I mean, there's just so many things you can do here. Trim pieces. Like the fact that I can do trim. That's insane. Yeah, there's just all kinds of stuff. I did look at like a quick video, Raven. There's a good I was watching like a few minutes of it while I was taking a break. Oh, let me look it up real quick again. What did I type in? It was So 7 days to die paid server. If you type that in, you'll get a video that says best 7 days. Was it server hosting? Oh, right here. Dedicated server complete guide. And then best 7 days to die server hosting. There's a couple good. Those are the two top ones. How to make a dedicated 7 days to die server in 2024. So yeah, they're like, sure, there's a few things. I'll probably look into it a little bit and see what I come up with just to help you out, give you a little bit more knowledge. What's up, Cal?
Are you streaming?
Mm-hmm.
Making a video?
You can play in a little bit. You got to take a bath here in a little bit, so. But yeah, let's go back into these shapes. I want to see some more stuff because I like really haven't even played around with this. This is how deep the game is. It's absolute insanity.
I'm gonna start getting in the bath right now.
Oh, you want to take it right now? Okay. Yeah, start it up, get in. We'll get you washed up and
You have to make sure there's no soap in my hair, guys.
okay. Let's see here. I think this is like a look at ladder rails and stuff. This is insane. So you build the ladders and then you can build this. It's a good question. Who didn't flush the toilet? Yeah, so you can put ladder rails.
Fucking money already.
Yeah, that's really sweet. Ladder rails so that you can have the complete ladder. It doesn't look like it's just going up the side of a wall. And then I'll show you how this works. So like, you build that ladder piece,
Fuck off.
and then you grab your hammer. Oh, hold on. Did I get the hammer? Okay, I got the hammer. And then basically how it works is we need I know I got concrete here somewhere. Or that's cement. Do I need cement or concrete? So you need a cobblestone. Oh. Yeah, I don't think there's iron blocks. So basically, oh, I need wood. So there's actually two ways to do this. So basically, you got to have the right materials. What's going on here? Okay. Oop, I didn't want to do that. Where'd my hammer go? Let's pick that up real quick. Did not mean to do that. I keep hitting the middle button. Alright, so alright, so because I have cobblestone, or because I have wood, it costs, I hit the left trigger and it turns it into wood. because I have wood. So these aren't wood, they're more like they're building blocks. You turn with the hammer, you can turn the building blocks into wood. And then, because I have cobblestone, I could turn it into cobblestone ladder. And then I think you need cement. I can't remember if it's cement or concrete. Which, it's crazy. I could have swore I had some mixed up. Let's see. There's a faster way to do it. Oh, I need sand, not clay. I need sand. So let's grab sand. You don't just find them. You can build them, but you gotta unlock them. But sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll find them early game. I mean, it all depends. It's either part of the loot or it's part of building it. And then there's levels to it. So like this is a level 2, you have a level 1, and you can build a level 1 pretty early on. It doesn't take that long until you learn level 1 claw hammer. Same thing with like the pickaxe or any of these other ones. Doesn't take long before you learn them, but it does take a while until you get to the max level of it. So, hold on, we were going down here. We're gonna make some concrete. And then let me grab my steel just so... Do I have steel? Okay, I have steel. But yeah, there's two options here. Either... And there really isn't two options for what I'm doing here. So when you're making the building blocks, you make building blocks, you make cobblestone blocks, concrete blocks, or cement blocks, whatever they're called. They're either concrete or cement. I don't know which ones they're called. Or you make steel blocks. For other things that you can't make into blocks, you have to use your hammer. So we turned that building ladder piece into a wooden ladder piece. Then we turned it from a wood ladder piece into cobblestone. Now because we have our cement... Oh, I'm wrong. Did I already do it? It's got to go to iron first. Or maybe we got to make it iron first. So let me grab my iron real quick. Because I didn't grab that. Maybe I was wrong. I got to do iron first. So now we have iron. My bad. I skipped one stage. So now we got cobblestone. It goes directly into iron. And it's going to use... Oh, do I not have enough? No, I have enough. So now we turned it into an iron ladder part. Now it's going to turn it into cement. Oh, we didn't... I'm not doing something right here. I just don't think I have enough. So let's make like a few pieces here. Let's make 2 of these. And then 3 of these. Because I think you have to have like 10. That might be the reason why it's not letting me do what I want to do here. Oh no, I'm making the wrong ones. So I'm pretty sure I need 10 pieces. Alright, now I got 10 pieces. So we went from the building block to the wood. Because I had wood in my inventory. Went from wood to cobblestone. And then we go from cobblestone. I'm hitting the wrong... Or no, did I already turn it into steel? Is it already steel? Oh, I think we already turned it straight into steel. Oh, okay, well... Well, I think that's the gist. I think we already did turn it into steel. So maybe maybe we skipped all those steps. I don't know. Maybe that is steel. That doesn't look like steel. It looks more like iron. I did this before. Since it's so hard to make. I don't know if this is steel or not. It doesn't look like... Maybe it... I guess it is. Yeah, I guess it's steel. But I skipped steps. I don't know how I skipped those steps. Usually it makes you build like... So if you go down... Oh my god. My thing died on me. No, not my power. Alright, so on a regular block, I was pretty sure... Alright, let's go to the basic block. So you build your basic block, and then you turn it into a wood block, and then turn it into a cobblestone block, and then... See, maybe it's different for the... That's what it is. It's different for the ladders because there is no cement ladder. And there is no iron ladder. There's only a steel ladder. So it actually went... That's kind of crazy. I didn't even know that. So because the ladder... It skipped it. For a block, it's following the laws of how the blocks work. But because it knows it's a top ladder piece, you only have to turn the building block into a wood ladder part, and then turn it from wood into cobblestone. Or did we even do cobblestone? I don't even know. And then it went straight to that, because you can't make ladders. So it followed this right here. So if you look at, there's only iron ladder, wood ladder, steel ladder. So it went from wood to iron to steel, I believe. At least I think it did.
Trader Rex is now open. I got a hangover, so keep it down.
Do I even have a... let's see if I have any more ladder pieces. I think I do. Look at that, steel ladder. So now... I gotta fix that. Yeah, my battery died on me. That's not good. Can't operate my base. Without power. Alright, this side should be good now. So now we can connect it. And look at that, we actually got like a ladder the way it should be. We're gonna steel ladder all the way. Although it doesn't look right. It does look like it's iron. For whatever reason, that's like, yeah, that's iron. That's not steel, unless that's the way it's supposed to look. But it won't let me hammer any further. That's kind of weird. So Trigger, are you gonna get like super into this? If we're playing on a dedicated server? See, that looks like iron. I can't tell. I mean, maybe you just gotta paint it like steel. I'm confused because it should, like, it's not letting me. I mean, I could see it being really fun with I mean, if Nick decides to play and put some good time into it, like between 4 or 5 of us will be playing all the time. There's a lot to do. Like, I could see Nick being like sucked into it because we're all playing it. You know what I mean? Nick, Dan will put good time into it, and let's get some more fucking steel built. Maybe that's the reason I'm having an issue here. I think he'll get into it. I think once everybody's playing it and he sees how much fun we're having. So, Kirk, the way I have it set up was on death, I lost everything. That was, to me, the best punishment I could put. Because I, like, experience points is not really a punishment because you can always gain them back. There are different ways that you can go about it. But personally, I felt like a good punishment to make me not to die was to lose everything. Now, it was kind of frustrating in the beginning, but I had only died a couple times, so it wasn't that bad. And eventually you get pretty powerful. Now, like, the only thing I haven't done is I've been very mindful of going to, like, tier 5 quest areas, because those will kick your ass. So basically, like, if you play with, like, drop everything on death, or it's not drop everything, it's delete. It's delete everything on death. That forces you to round up your stuff and stash it away before you die. And as long as you stash it in the boxes, it's good to go. Let's see, I gotta like hit it just right. Oh, see, did we just turn it to steel? Or did we get... Oh, see, now it's iron. It was cobblestone. Now it's iron. Oh, we need more steel. We're just... God, how much does it need? Yeah, like, I thought... You know, it's difficult at first because you're trying to learn the game. But I think it's very doable once you get into it. Because I really haven't died in a long time on this. Other than when I was doing the horde base, and that was because I was showboating and I was being dumb for the stream. But aside from that, if you die and delete everything, I think it's probably the best way to play solo. Now, how would I tackle this on the server? I haven't played it yet, Trigger, so I don't know. I mean, it didn't look bad to me. I thought Rust looked pretty good. What'd you say? But you don't need a story. Some games aren't about the story. DayZ doesn't really have a story. DayZ's just like, oh, zombie outbreak, survive. And I'm okay with that. This doesn't really have a story. I can't get this to work right. I can't, like, trigger it. I don't know how to... Oh, there we go. But it's saying, like, can't do it. Don't have enough. Like, the ladder looks funky to me. I'm just wondering if this is steel. Why, you ready? Alright, give me 5 minutes. Alright, I got 5 minutes and I gotta wash the little guy up. He's ready to get out of the tub. But yeah, like, this is driving me nuts. Is there no way to match this ladder up? Like, it won't let me. Oh, you know what? Maybe I don't have enough iron, because I swear I just changed it from cobblestone to that. Maybe I need more. Maybe I need more iron. No, but I have iron. I don't know what's going on with this. This is driving me nuts now. Let me try this. You just comb the grease out of your hair. Alright, we'll take that and we're gonna stop. I'm trying to figure this out. This has got me like curious how this works. So let's try to build another one of these. Where were those ladders at? Was it like utility? Ladder. You can make catwalks. It's right here. Here we go. Ladder rail. So that's wood. So that's as far as it goes, I guess. Well, why does this look like steel and the one I built over there doesn't look like steel? I'm so confused. It's like weird. The ladder piece like doesn't exist. Oh yeah, trigger the building alone, dude. So 1,500. This doesn't make. It's not making any sense to me. Maybe it's because the hammer needs to be more upgraded, I guess. That looks like iron. That looks like steel. That was cobblestone. Like, there's got to be a way to make it look like that, and I wonder which one I'm on. There's something going on with it that I'm not doing. Well, this is steel. Look, this is steel. When you get up to that, don't look right, does it? Why? Okay, so this is, I guess it is steel. This is a steel cube. This is the steel ladder. This is the steel top part of it. But why does this match that, but these don't match that? Isn't that weird? Is that this steel is more of a silvery, shiny looking fucking steel than this? I wonder if you can paint it to make it look like fucking... I mean, I had the materials. I'm just trying to figure this out. It doesn't make any sense. It should match. So I wonder if I can actually get it to look and match. Will do, sir. Is this steel? Oh, looks like a fucking candy cane. Well, let's see if we can get it to look like. Once I figure this out, I'm going to go help the little guy bathe, wash up, and then we'll end it there. Well, that looks a little bit... No, it doesn't match either, does it? see here. Metal, iron, beer coolers. Not quite that either. But I mean, I guess if you had to change the steel, you could always change it to look like that, and it would look better. You want it to match. I just don't understand why that doesn't match. How about a glass? Oh, it don't really look like glass, does it? Is there anything that matches this? I need it to match. My OCD won't let me go. Oh, what if I do this? What if I texture drop it? They won't let you. Oh, did I just do it? Hey, look at that. It matches. That's what it should look like. There you go. We did it. It only took a decade. But that's cool. It's so weird that it matches the steel cube and doesn't match the actual ladder. But then again, it's matching the blocks, so I guess it makes sense. But at least you can get it to look match. But like, hell, dude, you could get it to look all green if you wanted to, which would be cool. You could have a fucking green metal looking ladder. That looks really sweet, to be honest with you. Got painted steel. I'm over here just fucking messing around with colors and painting. Some riveting content here, boys. But yeah, that looks like... Oh my god, just like wait until the server gets put up, just like Raven said. If we're all playing, I'm telling you, man, you guys are gonna be like, man, Gary hasn't been Gary hasn't stopped. Oh yeah, to pinpoint, yeah, you had a much easier time to pinpoint it for sure, Trigger. Yeah, Trigger, this will be like... Oh, not like... This was just the... This was just the start. I'm gonna have a fucking runway. Can you see this? I can't land on this. Kirk, when I drew this up, this was like, oh, I'm gonna be able to land the gyrocopter on this. Hell no. I'm gonna make a fucking runway. My base is gonna be so big. It's gonna be insane. Like, I can totally see, like, Go look at some like base building from like Echo. Some other bit, like not just like horde bases, because the horde bases, they tend to do the same thing. They're like gauntlets and they look really funny. They're not like a base. Like, no, I'm gonna make a base and it's gonna be huge and it's gonna be sweet. It's not gonna look like this. Just looks like a monstrosity. I'm not gonna sleep. Oh, you'll get some sleep. You'll make do. You can't function without it. But yeah, we'll have like, I have a feeling like if it ends up being as good as I think it will, if we got the amount of guys playing and just steady like working at their bases, that alone to me will be cool. Even if there was no PvP side to it, just having like, oh, everybody's building some cool bases, we're all playing together, like, even still, that'll be cool in itself. So yeah, I think it'll be good. I have faith. I think Nick will play. I think between, yeah, so I counted it up, there's about 12 guys. And if we get a few more, and even if half those guys are on steady, like if half of us, if 5 or 6 guys are on steady, and then the weekends get crazy with 8 to 10 guys, it'll be really good. Yeah, Kirk, it's hard at first. It's very hard at first. So, key tips to start out, Kirk. Look at the quests. Get that first. So if you're watching the stream, go to quests, and I'll show you here. Or challenges, sorry. Go to challenges and do all the basics of survival. Get all of these done really quick. And these are really easy. These shouldn't take you more than like 5 to 10 minutes to do all these. Get all these done, and that'll be enough for you to level up. No. So, I wouldn't get too invested into the game just yet. Just get the basics down. Yeah, just get the basics down of how to play and understand. I would say your most important things you need to understand is level your guy up really quick. Start toying around with like the levels. Learn how to build one of these dew collectors. But before you can build a dew, so to figure that out, you have to go into your build thing, and then you can type in dew collector. Okay, you type in dew collector. It's not going to be like this. You're going to have to unlock the crafting. Tell him I'm coming in a sec. I'm coming.
He's coming in a second.
You're going to have to craft. You're going to have to find the magazines to craft this. This is a huge important item in the game. It's one of the most important items in the game. This is going to give you steady water so that you don't have to worry about your water intake. And then your farming things, learn how to build those. Those are super important because that's going to give you steady food. And then you won't have to worry about and then you just learn to hunt. And you won't have to worry about any of that stuff. He's in the tub. He can wait another couple minutes. What was the last thing I was going to tell you? So get these done. Once you get these done, for your combat stuff, what I would suggest focusing on, which many videos told me to focus on, is go straight to your strength tab and learn Pummel Pete. Pummel Pete is going to give you, since they start you out with a wooden club to begin with, Pummel Pete's going to be your friend. So learn these. So you're going to have to like learn this one first, and then put a couple points into your actual strength attribute, and then try to get Thug and Big Leagues. So I would say do like focus on strength, leveling the strength up, and leveling Roughneck, Thug, and Big Leagues up. And those club hits that you're doing against the zombies is going to help you out big time. And it's all about backing up and hitting him in the head. And then once you get like your I don't know when it unlocks, but you'll be able to do a heavy attack, because I think right now you're stuck doing a light attack. Once you learn the heavy attack, that makes a big difference. Alright guys, it's been fun. I'm gonna get off here and get the rascal cleaned up, and I will see you guys on the next one, and it's going to be fun playing with you guys. Alright, later. Thanks, Kirk. Thanks, Trigger. Thanks, Raven. Anybody else lurking?